Following the successful demolition of the PM1 paper machine and various other projects for Smurfit Kappa Townsend Hook, we were employed to carry out the demolition of the former PM7 and 8 paper machine houses, including the Voith plant, to make way for Smurfit Kappa's £100 million investment in their new PM9 paper machine.
The buildings were of brick construction with steel-clad box section additions. The main buildings were the Voith plant, which is the processing area for the paper materials before it went to the paper mill. The main warehouses held the PM7 paper machine and the PM8 paper machine. They also had an addition of 2 annexes on the side which carried all the ancillary equipment that powered the plant. The scope of the works were to remove the asbestos in there, remove all the plants and equipment, demolish the Voith plant, and then segregate the building from the main 7 and 8 warehouse and demolish down to slab level. Following this, we then moved into PM7 and 8, did the asbestos removal in there, followed by the preparation on the paper machines themselves, followed by the removal of the paper machines, followed by the demolition of the structure that they were enclosed in. The methodology adopted to demolish the paper mill was slightly different from a conventional job, in the sense that everything within the mill is always linked together. The paper machines themselves have rollers in there that weigh in excess of 14 tonnes. So the way that they're slung in the machine is that they're hanging, so this isn't a particularly easy operation to remove them. So there was weeks in advance of any heavy plant coming in of pre-weakening and putting cuts in the places that we knew that once the machine could get hold of, the whole machine would start to fall down on itself without causing any damage or injury to anybody. Along with the pre-weakening, which was done by oxyacetylene cutting, once the materials were removed out of the building, due to the vast amount of metals that came out, these were placed into what we called the burning field, and then we had a number of burners working constantly, cutting this up into manageable sizes. They were then segregated into their different streams. We obviously had your heavy irons, light irons, aluminiums, and all the different grades of stainless steels. Once these materials are all processed, they're then removed from site to a licensed facility for recycling. Throughout the Voith plant and PM7 and 8, there were a lot of heavy-duty reinforced concrete structures that carried the paper mill machines and Voith equipment. Due to the volume of work to be undertaken and the high intensity and the loads put upon the plant and equipment there was a constant stream of maintenance to be undertaken on all plant and equipment, which was far more efficient to be done on site. Rather than having the downtime of removing the plant from site and bringing it back to our own yard.
In a highly competitive market, it's very important that DDS can offer the most competitive bid. So we're always looking for ways to bring that price down. In the case of Smurfit Kappa, we had huge volumes of iron and copper in there which we needed to credit back against the job. So as part of the tender stage investigations, we were quantifying exactly what we had there so that we could apply a value against it, which was then credited off the final tender sum.
Overall, the client was extremely happy and we look forward to delivering similar projects of this nature in the future.